Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time! We are still in 1985, and we are still in Ultima IV. When we last left off, I cheated. And then I said I was going to cheat again. I did cheat again. And the game didn't lower my honesty, so I'm going to say once again that the game is okay with me doing that. But we now have, according to this here, 99 mandrake roots and nightshades. Now, this could have easily been done should I have just hung around and farmed these items for hours, but I didn't feel like doing that. I also got all the mixtures together, 99 of everything. You notice that they don't all fit on the screen. There are 2 missing, Y and Z, but that's not necessarily that big of a deal. I also re-upped my food and gold, got a heal and all that kind of stuff. Now, before we head out, we are going to go into dungeons today. We kind of need to start kind of summing up what we need to do. It's kind of time now, so let's do a little bit of an information dump. We've been getting information throughout the game. Let's start trying to piece all the pieces together. So in order to beat the game, I basically need to do 4 things. I need to, according to the seahorse basically, and the onk and all that kind of stuff, to complete the game, I need to do 4 things. I need to get 8 parts partial avatarhood, which I have gotten. That took a while, but that is done. We need to get the Word of Passage. Remember, we went back to Empath Abbey, Serpent's Hold in the Lyceum, talked to the rulers there. They each gave us a part of the Word. So we have the Word, we just kind of need to put it together. And then there are 2 things that we don't have. We need to get the Pure Axiom. Now, the Pure Axiom is a little funky in this game. They didn't actually give you the full answer. They give you clues. Remember in Cove, there were the 4 mages around the campfire. They gave some crews. Joshua and Juliet here in Castle Britannia also give some clues. But famously and kind of funnily, according to the creators of the game, we'll talk about that more another time, they don't actually tell you the Pure Axiom. But we'll be able to beat the game without them telling us directly what that is. So that's number 3. Number 4 is where things get really complicated. We need what is known as the Key of 3 Parts. Now, the Key of 3 Parts is assembled by getting stones onto altars. They've been talking about stones, they've been talking about altars. These are all in the dungeons. So basically, each virtue has a stone. In the dungeons, you can find most of the stones. We'll talk about that when we get there, but we're going to be going into dungeons to try to get stones. Now, at the bottom of the dungeons are altars. There's the altar of courage, the altar of love, the altar of truth. They've been talking about that, and they've been trying to give us clues to figure out which stones go on which altars. The altars, there are 3 of them, each require 4 stones. But keep in mind, there's only 8 stones in the game. And they gave us a lot of clues to try to figure out how to do that. Remember, they were like, honesty comes from truth, and justice is made of truth and love. All of that stuff about truth, love, and courage, those were all clues to try to figure out how to put the stones onto the altars. And if we do that, then we can get this Key of 3 Parts. So that's our ultimate goal. That is what we're trying to do. I will say that also in the dungeons, there are things known as magic orbs. Magic orbs will increase your stats, but they also do a lot of damage. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But we should have all the information we need should we start putting stuff together to figure out which stones go on which altars. And one that is needed for all 3 altars, the only one that's needed for all 3 is the white stone, which is the spirituality stone, and that can be found in Hythloth. Now, if you look at a map, especially one that's filled out, Hythloth is in the southeast corner of the map, in that scary island where we went to the Shrine of Humility, where we had to fight all those demons. Technically, it's there, but you can't actually sail there and get off the island to go into that dungeon, so you have to find another entrance. and the other entrance is actually hidden here in Castle Britannia. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start this way. Now, before we get in there, you will need to do some prep. I have done, of course, all the prep that I need to do for the game. I'm done. But if you are going in there, you'll either need a lot of torches or a lot of light spells. Light spells are technically cheaper if you know where to buy things. And then you'll need cure spells. You'll need dispel spells. You'll need resurrect spells. And you'll need wind spells. Now, we haven't talked too much about wind. I've been saving it for this purpose because we need it basically at the end of this dungeon. So I'm going to do what I can here. I have a couple different pieces of information to try to get through this dungeon, so I might get a little sidetracked from here or there, but ultimately I should be able to make it through. So that is the information dump done. Let's go ahead and move on. We are going to enter into Castle Britannia, and we are going to find our way into the dungeon from here. Remember that there was a secret passage this way. That is a big deal. Now, you can climb up this ladder and go down here. Let's go ahead and do that because technically I skipped this step before, but we would have figured it out. Well, we did figure it out anyway. You have to jimmy a couple locks here to do it. But we can talk to you. This is Zoran. How you doing, Zoran? Now, I don't have my notes in front of me, so I'm going to have to wing it, but I think I have enough practice that I can do it. I am old. Very old. What's your job here? I'm here to help thee. Help me, then. Seek help in the castles. Let's talk about that. The Lyceum, Empath Abbey, and Serpent's Castle. Those are the castles. Wilt thou go hither? I will. Find therein all named Antos and ask of the bell, book, and candle. Now, we have all of those already, but this is technically how you're supposed to know to do that. That's all that he's got, I believe. So let's head up here, and we can make it into the prison, kind of a back road into the prison. This person has not escaped yet, though. I am a nameless prisoner. They're all nameless prisoners here. You have a name? No. How you doing? He's very poor. What's your job here? I have none. Tell me about your nun. No? Tell me about prison? There we go. Here I pay for my crimes. Are you a pirate? I am not. I hope that this is true. I technically have a pirate ship, not a pirate. Tell me about crimes. Crime is an evil thing. So not a lot of good information out of you, but a lot of good information out of you. All right, so that is how you're supposed to know to ask about the book and the bell and... I forgot the other thing already, but we got all those already. Let's descend down from here and find another secret passage here. And this will lead us outside. And here we can find a grim shepherd. What's your name? I am Landry. How you doing? I am fine, but thou must go back. What's your job here? I'm here to warn thee. Warn me of what? Ahead lies a perilous place. Tell me about the peril. Once thou enters, thou may not return whence thee came. Wilt thou go on? I will. Then thou art doomed. All right, let's head over and find the secret entrance to Hythloth. This is where that is. Let's open that and head down inside. Okay, let's ignite the torch, and here we can see those the energy fields that we need to deal with. I believe they're in all directions. They are. It doesn't really matter, though, because I need to make it all the way to the bottom. I need to, let me look at my map here. I don't believe any of these will lead anywhere good. I think that's the end. The dispel is just the end of the path. So we just have to drop down. And we're going to find a lot of rooms just like this. So let's face north because that makes sense to me. And we will drop all the way down to level 8. Every room along the way was just like that. So here we can find something to actually do. Here there are the green ones. I believe that is poison. But you want to use Dispel to kind of get rid of them. Now, going north from here, will lead you a way to circle around to the east, so those just kind of go the same way. But they will also lead you to a passage where there's a whole bunch of rooms. If you want to get the treasure chests, you can do that. I don't really care about treasure chests right now, so I'm going to ignore that. But going that way will also lead you to the altar room of courage. Both north and east from here will take you that way. You just have to dispel the fields, and you'll be fine. West will take you to the altar room of truth and the altar room of love. You'll have to get rid of, I believe, 3 energy fields in order to do that, though. Remember, we said we need to use the altars to get the key, but in order to get the key, we need 4 stones. We don't have any stones, so me going to these altar rooms is useless right now. So instead, we're going to go south. This is the only other way, so let's do it. Let's have Mariah cast Dispel and get rid of the energy field there. Okay, follow this path and it'll lead you to the ladder up to level number 7. Now this one, I believe we just want to kind of get up. Let me double check my notes here. Eventually we just kind of want to make it back up and up. And eventually I think we just kind of, yeah, we just want to find our way back up, essentially, is what we're trying to do. So I'm facing west from here. That's not the way. Well, I can go that way. Let's go here and then turn north, and through here we can find the ladder leading north. You can go the other way. Like, there's not a lot going on this level other than these ladders, so that's just how you have to deal with that. And we can take that up to level number 6, and we can head south from here. It's just kind of a singular path, and we can follow this all the way into these rooms here. There's going to be 3 that we have to go through, and this is what I mean by a room. And because these are set encounters, I will be leaving these fights in, but we will just have to see how quickly I can get through these. Now, technically speaking, I don't have to get the treasure chest, but I do have to kill all the enemies. All right, well, just everybody go down. That makes sense. Then you start going that way, that way, that way. Okay. We'll attack down. Yeah, those guys are going to die pretty easy. And then you stay there. All right, I think that's a good setup. Okay, you can attack. Everybody attack left at this point. Except for you, you can't. I was about to say, I can't get the kill. Okay, now everybody attack right. Yeah, we'll wait for the turn to end, and then we'll see what we need to do. I'll have you go down. Yeah, we'll have you guys kind of file into those. And yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait. Okay. Kind of a funky setup that we got here, but eventually it will work out, I hope. Yeah, you just keep going that way. It would help if I could actually land the shots I wanted to land. That would definitely help. Yeah, you guys can't really do much. Okay, so you can attack. You can go up. You can attack. You have to stay put. You can go over and join. I'm not going to need too much there. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Done already, huh? Okay, you don't need to go that way. I guess you go that way, you go up, you attack. You go down. Try to get more people involved in the attacking here. Of course, that Etten just kind of blocked my path from allowing more people to attack. Like, it's almost to the point where I want people to actually start leaving. Like, you can, like, you're good. We don't need you anymore. And get poison trap, of course. We'll have you cast Cure on Julia. Like, let's not mess around with that if I don't have to. Once again, technically, I don't need the treasure chests. I might leave them because I really don't need anything from them. They just have gold. Yeah, but, you know, now's probably a good time for everybody to try to leave, except for Dupree here. Actually, Dupree, you step that way and see if we can't get the Etten to follow. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Now I can attack with 2, and then it didn't even matter. Okay. Everybody up. Okay, everybody up from here. Okay. Which way was I going? Right. Now I'm actually a little lost. Hold on. I wanted to go south? Yeah, it's just the same fight again. All right. We'll take this on, and then we'll try to figure out what I actually have to do here. All right. So I beat the fight again. There's no other way out. There wasn't a secret passage or anything for me to take. So this is known as a bugged version of the game, based on what I can understand. So we need to figure out another way to get out from here, because we still need to go up. And the way to do it is to cast our way out of here. So we're going to have Julia do this. It's Y for up. And that'll take us up to level number 5. Now, in other versions of the game, you can actually make it out of there. You would just have to eventually kind of go south, and it's a one-way street to the next level. So that would be that, but for now, we are good. So from here, let me make sure I'm on the right path here. Okay, we're facing north. Where am I here? Level number 5. So south of here is a path up. Is this even the one that I want to take? There's lots of paths up from here. Let's see. Let's see if this is the one I want to take. Because there's not a lot going on here. There are some magic balls, actually. Oh, that's this one. Okay. Like I said, cycling through a couple of these is making it a little bit difficult, but I think I want to go through this north one here. We'll climb here, and that just takes me to level number 4, where I can climb down back to level number 5. Now from here, I can take this path this way and get into a fight. Can I attack through that? I can. These are gremlins. Gremlins, they're kind of cute. Do I kill gremlins, don't I? Yes. They'll steal my food, so I need to kill them. Oh, no, I should have attacked with you. That's fine. There we go. Alright, everybody kind of over this way, but I've got distance weapons. Hopefully we can take care of them before too long here. Okay. And through there, we can find the magical ball. Who touches this one? I think I want it to always be ballerscuba. I think I want it to be that way. This is a magic ball, mystical ball. It's good. I like it, but we'll see what it does. Okay, 600, but it did increase my strength, dexterity, and intelligence all by 5. So now I can have Mariah cast the heal spell. Doesn't do very much, does it? Yeah. All right, so it might be worthwhile to keep doing that. At least try to get back up to half health. Okay. More gremlins. Not too bad, but I think these are kind of a set fight. Just a couple of them, they go down fairly quick. Alright, you good? You're gone. I don't think this is actually a set fight, because now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't have to leave the fight, but either way, down they go. Okay, so I'm facing east, and I want to turn south here. And then over here we can find another magic ball. Search that. Let's have ballerscuba do it, and he is dead. That was another 600 strength, dexterity, intelligence. All right, so cast 5, resurrect 1. I told you we're going to need resurrect spells, right? Okay, so then cast 2, heal 1. Cast 2, heal 1. MP too low, cast 3. Heal 1. Cast 3, heal 1. Okay. So I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and... This one leads to a room that I just have to go down in. This one leads to a room I just have to go down in. So then we will circle back. And we're fighting... What are we fighting? Slimes. Not how I would depict slimes, but, you know, I'm not a graphic designer. Alright, there we go. And... Alright, fully lined up. Except for you. Let's get some kills. And back up this way, which leads us back down this way. And my torch went out, but that's okay. I have plenty. Alright, let's try to gather my my bearings again. I believe... I'm facing east. I want to go... Right. Let's pause things here while I try to make sure I know exactly where I need to be. Hold on, because this is still not adding up for me. All right, I think I got my bearings here and where I need to go. So let's go up this northeastern one here. And then this will take us to the 4th floor where I can get into a fight. Well, a room, but there's nobody here. Poor Shimino's just kind of stuck there. And from here, I want to go... south. It doesn't really matter. Either way, it's just kind of a clear shot here. But I think I want to go south. That makes more sense to me. The problem is that these are a lot of like looping dungeons. So trying to figure out where everything is when it loops proves to be a little difficult. All right, we'll eventually get them all out. There we go. Okay, head out south here. Now, I can take this and follow this path to another room. This one, I want to go out west. All right, we'll line everybody up here, get a couple cheap shots in. You guys can just kind of hang out for a bit while everybody else does all the work. Yeah, go this way. Get another person in there. Sure, that works. All right, everybody attack. I probably shouldn't have ballerscuba out front, but, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're not really finding enemies that have been super damaging to us along the way anyway. Okay, everybody in one more. Sure, you go down. That way we can kind of get somebody going here. Okay. There. No. You're basically on your way out. Okay. And I guess like that, like it doesn't really matter. It's trolls and orcs at this point, right? It's not going to be super bad, kind of no matter what I do. It's just kind of awkward positioning everybody. Yeah, you can't attack through the meat. Can't attack through the fireplace. Yeah, I think at this point it's just everybody can kind of leave. Yeah. All right, everybody out, I guess. And we want to go west from here. I just can't line everybody up exactly the way I want, but eventually we will make it out. Unless I make a mistake like that. Okay, most people are going left now. Okay, everybody left. Jeez, all right. And this will lead us to another climb up. Let's go ahead and take that. And we're on level 3 now. And from here, I can climb, I can go north, and then I have a passage that leads both ways. I want to take it left first because here's another magic orb. Let's go ahead and search. And ballerscuba can grab that. Another 600 damage. So we will have, I think, Shimino cast Resurrect? No. All right, Mariah can do it again. I basically just want to get people up to like 200 is kind of the goal. All right, cast 3H1. Cast 3H1. Okay. Good enough. And then we got another slime that just disappeared on me. That's fine. I believe I can go east from here. And I want to go north here and over through this room. And at this room, I want to go... I have to get rid of this, don't I? All right, can you cast Dispel from here? Nope, you got to be right on it. Okay. Kind of get you in position here. I missed my turn. There we go. Okay, you go up. You stay. You go that way. You go. You go. Okay. Cast. Dispel. Right. Because if I leave this fight, then they lower my stats. So let's not do that. I think that's kind of good positioning for most people. Okay. And you go that way. And you can kind of drop in. Okay, cast. Dispel. MP too low. Okay. You drop down. You try it. Actually, I think Dupree might need to do it, but we'll see what we can do here. Cast a spell. Failed. Okay. Then it's going to have to be Dupree. I'm not 100% sure that I actually have to do this, but I'm going to. Has to spell. Right. Okay. Put you kind of there. Okay, you go up. You're there. You go there. You can start attacking. You were supposed to get into position. Hey, I landed a shot. What do you know? Okay. And then I did it anyway. Okay. Where do I want to go from here? I want to go north. Want to go north. So let's try to figure out how to actually get everybody in position to go north. Okay, close. There. Up, up. Just everybody up. Okay. And then from here we can find a fountain. We're going to have ballerscuba drink from that. It is a heal. So get everybody back up. And then we can head through again and take on this fight again. Yeah, I don't want to risk losing my partial avatar hood because I'm too lazy to take on this fight. You know what I mean? All right. Can you do it now? Nope. So I think we're going to have Jana do it. Let's try to get everybody kind of in position again so that I can take on this grueling one enemy fight. We haven't used much of Jana's MP. That's why I'm going with her. And Okay. You guys are already good. Okay, up, up, over. I don't want to move really from this spot. All right, there we go. Everybody attack to the right. Didn't take too long. Okay, let's get out of here. This time we can go to the south. Eventually. Almost got everybody in position here. I feel like there's like faster ways to do this, but I just kind of go, okay, vaguely we need to go this direction. All right, everybody south. Okay, so through there, and then we can go through this room. We have another set fight. Down goes the Phantom. I have to look because it doesn't quite line up. And there's the Lich. We're pretty close to done already. All right, well, you attack that way. You guys attack down. Well, all right, that is something. Not quite yet. All right. There you go. Everybody now just kind of down. Just spam down for a little bit. Okay, now we can spam down. And slowly but surely we get out of here. Okay. So then from here, what floor am I on again? It doesn't matter which way I go. East will lead me to a door or a ladder, but so will west. It just kind of turns south and then you're fine. Let's try to avoid the fight. Sure. All right, on to floor number 2. And from here, I don't think it really matters. Eventually, you'll end up here. This is where the other ladder would have led you. So you just kind of go through here. I don't think this is a fight. No, it's not. But we'll get into a fight with slimes along the way. Slimes are not bad at all. So I don't mind taking these guys on. There. All right, everybody's at least lined up with something. If you guys could kill it, that would be great. Didn't quite mean to do it that way, but we'll eventually get through this. All right. So where was I again? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter which way you go from here. They circle around to the same spot, which is right here. So we can climb up from here, and then we can head south from here. Yeah, we'll just kind of do it this way for now. Yeah. Just follow the path that is presented to you for now. There's a way up, but what we need is this here. We'll search this. Ballerscuba. 600 again, so 5 strength, 5 dexterity, 5 intelligence. Just for the record, I believe he's maxed out now, so we'll probably have to do that for somebody else. Here's the path out, But what we are looking for is another path. And it is, I believe, 2 away here. There should be a secret door. Yeah. There's poison here, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and cast Dispel. Cast Dispel again. Cast 1 Dispel. It failed. Cast 2 Dispel. Cast 3 Dispel. Cast 4 Dispel. It just keeps failing on me. We will go through it then. West. Okay. Cast 1 Dispel. Cast 2 Dispel. Cast 3 Dispel. Jeez. Okay. Cast 1 Cure. Pre. Cast 1 Cure. Right. Every time it fails, by the way, I do lose the reagents. The mixture. 1 Cure 7. Cast 1 Cure 8. Okay. There's the other one. Cast 5 Dispel. There. Okay. And over here we can get into a fight with what appear to be rats and a rat and spiders? Rat. Not evil. Spider. Not evil. Okay. So we get out. And I got poisoned. Fun. Okay. But over here we can find this. This is... Wait, what is this? We went all this way to get this. Why? I just can't pick it up. Oh, get? Is it just get? Get chest? Not here? We came all this way. How do I actually grab this thing? Hold on. Right. Don't know why I blanked on this one. This is where the stone should be. I thought this was a thing. I thought it was something that I could actually grab. I thought, the white stone would be here, but it is not. And we've kind of gotten hints for that before. So we need to get out of here. And then we can actually climb the ladder on the way out. So we came for what we found something, but we didn't actually get anything from this. So we need to kind of figure out what to do from here. Rats can live. They kind of have to. You have to keep track of that throughout the whole thing. And then we can climb out of here. Now, near here, let's see if I can find it. Is it just on it? No. This is the entrance to Hythloth on the map. It stands out like a sore thumb. You can't see it when you sail up. It's not there. But we can search here. Well, we'll just have to board it then. So we can board this. And now we're in the balloon. And it says drift only, right? So this thing's a little bit different than anything else that we have done. What we need to do is cast. We'll have Shimino do it. Shimino should have some stuff. We need to cast wind. And from direction, we are going to go, I think west is what we need to do. from direction west, which should... Wait. It's been so long. I don't think I've ever used this thing because I never had to. East, like they're not letting me... There we go. I have to climb altitude first, and then it'll take me where I need to go. And it just kind of drifts. Now, we kind of just need to go back to the mainland at this point. That's Serpent's hold there. And we're just kind of subject to whichever way it goes. Okay, so then let's cast wind. Oh, well, it already did what I wanted. Now it's not. We're kind of over where U is. So we'll do north. And then it just changed immediately. Cast 3 wind. And I want it to come from the north. We're kind of over by Empath Abbey now. Oh, well, there we... Nope, north again. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to drop down around here. Cast 3 wind west. And I think I went too far. God, it just doesn't... I told you I don't like using it. All right, drop. Land the balloon. Okay. Like... I hate I hate the wind. The wind! Why the wind? Alright, cast 4 wind. We want to come from the west, I believe, at this point. And I'll show you exactly where we need it to be. No! I was so close. Can I drop? I can't drop from here. Okay. So the wind's coming from the west. I was 1 away. I was 1 away. Did you guys see it? All right. Cast 4 wind north. And I need to do this quick. Okay. Climb and land. Cast 4 wind east. Now don't change on me. I lined it up. And no! How could you? How could you? Cast 4 wind east. Climb drop. Cast 5 wind north. I think I'm lined up here. Nope, a little off. Okay. Cast 1 wind east. I need to go over like 2. Okay. Cast 1 wind south. Climb. Drop. All right. Funny no response. Enter. Search. There we go. That's all I needed. Okay, we found it. We found it. All right. Let's board. And we got the white stone. That's what we came for. We now have other ones to deal with, but we can climb and drop. I don't care where. I really don't. But, you know, let's get closer to where we actually want to go. Why would you make this? Why would this be a thing? Why would you do this to us? Okay, and then cast 1 wind west. Climb. And that is good. We can leave it there. It's the Serpent Mountains. It's close to... I went too far. All right, let me deal with these two. All right. And now I don't believe we ever have to use the balloon again, so I am happy. Let's go ahead and get our heal. We got the white stone, so that's 1 dungeon and 1 stone down. We only have 7 more to go, but get out of my way. But we can at least get the full heal. I know I'm not going to get any levels. Heal me, no. And I have maxed out ballerscuba's stats. He's now at 50 at everything, so we can work on somebody else from this point forward. Hell, I don't even need to really keep other people alive when we go through the dungeons. Like, ballerscuba might be able to handle everything himself. But we will pick up from here next time. We have more dungeons to do. A lot of the other ones are a little bit more straightforward and easy to get through. And then we'll try to get all the stones together. But that's going to do it for this part of Ultima IV. I've been ballerscuba. I've been joined, as always, by my full team. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned. And I hope to see you next time for more Ultima IV and more video games over time. Thanks for watching.